Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the west, more specifically Mullinsville, Kansas. And we are here along a lonesome stretch of road, but as I crossed the road, there was all sorts of wild, unusual sculptures waving in the wind alongside the road. This is the artwork of an artist by the name of M.T. Liggett. He built political sculptures, political metal sculptures all alongside the road here, and his political views were pretty much all over the place. Pretty much just did not like much of anyone in politics. So he was very critical of local politicians, of international politicians, of national politicians. And he died in 2017, and the Kohler Foundation, who actually, if you've been following this trip here in Kansas, they are the ones that preserve the Garden of Eden in Lucas, Kansas. They have worked to maintain his art here in Mullinsville, Kansas. So I figured we'd take a walk along the road here and enjoy some of the artwork of M.T. Liggett. So please, follow me. Along this fence you see a lot of hearts. I don't know if these are probably people he knew, but people in his personal life that he would make little hearts to. These old tractor parts set up like tanks or cannons, and looks like some of them are dedicated to veterans that had lost their lives in the military. A sign here says Dog Patch USA. I know there was a old comic about hillbillies called Dog Patch. I don't know if this is any relation to that. You see those dogs here. Look at these big blue birds. Look at those grumpy old faces. See, and I don't know, some of this may need some deciphering. That says Ray Moore and shows a picture of a big cow. I don't know if that's a local politician or something. So a lot of this may be up for interpretation. You know, help me out in the comments section. If you understand a reference that maybe I don't understand, leave a comment in the comment section. That there says Hotel Lothman. Don't know who that is. Just like a guy with a mallet in one hand and a duck in the other. He's in jail. What's going on here? This is Connie. It says hashtag. There's a chicken in a pot on top, and Connie has a long nose with a G hanging from it. Yeah, I'm striking out with these references. Madam X, Mr. Martin, Love. So I don't know, maybe she's naked like Eve. He's carrying a flower. Their necks are springs. Don't know who they are. Some sort of jack-o'-lantern-like creature and a spooky ghost back here. See little bits of art along here. Again, lots of these hearts with people's names on them. Got this sparkling visitor center here right in the middle of all these sculptures. It says this will be opening in the fall of 2021. This will be like an official visitor center here for the artwork. Here's Mullinsville's self-anointed elitist bourgeoisie. Hey, self-anointed elitist bourgeoisie of Mullinsville. Let's see, above this face here, there's some kinetic sculptures. Some of the sculptures do move. See a little smiling toilet seat up there. It's upside down, but it says Seblius. This guy is looking out of a telescope. He has an anchor sticking out of his butt. Huh. Torta frutis. Is that Spanish? Who knows what that is in Spanish? Tortoise frutis. Kinetic sculptures made out of old street signs. See, the wind's blowing a little bit right now, so we can see them in motion. Now the scope of this is fairly massive. It stretches alongside this side street here that we've been walking, and then over into the across the highway up there. See these figures here. It seems like he likes to put like piercings on people for whatever reason. Another one of those cows. Idaho, some sort of potato-like creature. And we have a crow and a rabbit. Look at the bulging eyes. I do like the art style here. It's pretty cool looking. It's this dog character with his eyes bulging out. Little piles. Little piles of what? Little piles. Femless green teeth. Well, I do see the green teeth there. What's language is this written in? We have flower children. That's not as much a flower child as a tomato person, but he does have a little flower growing out of his head there. Was that some sort of pear carrying a Christmas tree? City-funded Sweeney League gravel pit volleyball. Yeah, that's got to be some local. That's got to be a local hot take there. Oh yeah, mayor of Mullinville. Guess this is the mayor. Really interesting how all this is incorporated. Oh, here's the city judge. You can see by the gavel. He's also naked. Got leaves covering up his privates. So the city judge. This is Miss Beautymus. Miss Beautymus. There's a dog. And fat. I don't know if that's just supposed to be a glob of fat there. This is KSU, I believe that is some sort of university. It says Miss and Mrs. Jimmy Clinton. Is that supposed to be, I don't know, is that talking about the Clintons, Hillary and Bill? I don't know why it says Jimmy. It says pothead. Or if that's a reference to Clinton smoking marijuana. And Porkadolph. Porkadolph. Huh. It says sagacious, the Ted Kennedy of Kiowa County. I think his ears are boobs. Oh man. So here we are out on Highway 400. You can just see all these sculptures, and another gentleman pulled over taking some pictures. It's like a mug board. These mugs hanging here. I don't know the significance of that. Here we have the government teat. Here's a healthcare plan. You can see the milk is free. The taxpayer is a chicken smelling the cow's butt. It says Iago, which I believe is the parrot from Aladdin. I have a lawyer here. It says abogado. What does abogado mean? It looks almost like a frog. The devilish face there. And I guess this is Socrates with his fingers in his ears. Sisyphus, Prometheus. I think these are mythology references. You can see Halliburton. The Halliburton company portrayed as a swine. There's a little bird there on his head. Tuffy. Here's Atlas holding up a barbell. What's this say? No hard recovery. Dr. Lorena Bobbitt. Okay, so that's Lorena Bobbitt. She has a knife on her head and it says circumcision, which that all comes together. That all checks out. Desdemona, Othello. A guy right there, he has like a sword carrying around a severed head. Is that Adolf? Adolf Hitler? It doesn't really exactly look like Hitler. Maybe it's a different Adolf. Yeah, some of these are really just amazing, intricate sculptures. And really, whether or not you agree with the politics here, you can really appreciate the artwork and the skill that it must take to create these. This is a pear-shaped fellow wearing, almost looks like John Wayne Gacy clown makeup there. He's wearing skis as well. There's the bailiff. Now this is Hillary, and we have Laura Bush. Hillary, her arms and legs form a swastika, and then she's also carrying a communist symbol. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That can't be good. Can't be complimentary. That's for sure. Now Laura Bush here. Oh wow, Laura Bush has also got a swastika on her. She's carrying a heart that says Rush on it. I don't know if that's Rush Limbaugh. And her head, she's naked, and her head is shoved in her butt. So, not a fan of Laura Bush, not a fan of, of Hillary Clinton. I don't think there's a lot of people he likes. I think he's maybe against politics in general. We have Gore here. That must be Al Gore. Doesn't exactly look like Al Gore in the traditional sense. It's a frogman, and he just kind of looks like a frogman. I like this one. Just a frogman wearing a tie, hanging out in a field in Kansas. It's all good. It's Tipper, be Tipper Gore. She's portrayed as naked too. Like they're all these first women are portrayed as naked, and maybe not. Maybe just doesn't like first ladies. I don't know. Well, there's just a politician, generic politician, picking his nose. Cecil Leroy Maupin, judge of Dodge City. Looks like he is portrayed as a cartoon dog, it looks like. And then this figure is called Teddy. It's a teddy bear. Some of these are just like happy cartoon animals, and then some of them are like really crude depictions of political figures. An interesting mix nonetheless. It's Felix the cat there. Oh, is this for representing Greenpeace? It's a butt with an axe and a tree, and a tree coming out of it. Oh my gosh. Gilda. I don't even know. Is that a butt playing a saxophone? I think. What's Zachanthipy? Zachanthipy. Oh, these are very unusual. There's a husband carrying a flower. Anna Arctica. Mary, another naked woman on her head. A lot of naked women portrayed here. With folk art, a lot of times it's just almost a amalgamation of what's going on in the artist's head, kind of their own individualized universe that you see. This here is Batman. Janet's a dog. I like the whirling. The whirling's really cool. Rapunzel letting down her hair, but yeah, she has a naked breast as well. Cleopatra's I don't know. Snake biting her nose. Can I even show some of this on YouTube? I don't know. I'm starting to get worried. Old Sport. It's a guy carrying a fish. Phoebe here. It says Barb. It's like her shoes are made in Korea for some reason. There's bureaucracy. You see swastikas and taxes. A banker. Looks like his head is shaped like a banana or a moon. Wow. It's really fascinating. Oh, look at that snowman. He's pretty cool. Some chicken up there. Oh, here's a honey-haired enchantress. Oh, you can really see those whirligigs whirling. Hatburg News Hound. Looks like, oh, okay, he's got a microphone. The name of the news organization he works for is CROC, Croc TV. Oh boy. Ted Kennedy. Didn't we already see a Ted Kennedy? This Ted Kennedy is a giant rabbit for some reason. Yeah, some of this is just, I'm speechless. It's really Crazy, great artwork. The sheriff there, Tom the sheriff. Wonder if people from the local town like drive by and see themselves as caricatures up here. City Council dingbats. Look at that dingbat right there. The skater. See the ice skates there. Oh, here's the dress. What dress is it? I'll give you a second to figure it out. I know what dress it is. I don't. Yeah. Martin Fishtails. So yeah, my understanding rate is probably about 10% of what I see here. Understand some of the national politic references, but obviously some of this is local politics. It says fix it, like a little handyman there. Is that Prince Charles? Is a frog standing on his head? Praxiteles. What's this? The Big Apple. There's an apple up there with a clock for a head. W. This is George W. Bush. He says big oil there on him. Big W. Not a fan of George W. Bush. Doesn't look like MT Liggett. Not a fan of politicians. This is Iron Man. Different from the kids version, the movie version of Iron Man. Princess Diana, and she's naked. There seems to be a clear theme of the nudity here with the public women characters. Aphrodite there. She has like a spinning whirligig coming out of her rear. It says Jesse Helms loves Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher there in a bikini. She's not naked, surprisingly. She's got a club that says Iron Maiden on it with a nail through it. Jesse Helms has a bunch of arrows sticking out of his button back, and he's holding dynamite. What does all this mean? I don't know. What is happening? Maud, Chicken, Cosmos. Look at that. Oh, look at all the faces here on this gate. The faces with the big noses. Some love doves. That's nice. There's a truck over here. It says corn sackers. There's a list of pukes. George and Laura Bush. State Board of Education with a list of the members. And of course a butt with a head stuck in it. This is Beautiful Allison, Miss Hottie Body. It's a pelican diving for a fish that says taxes. It actually says vote Democrat, which I don't know, I was getting mixed signals. I didn't know if he was Democrat or just hated Republicans, or didn't seem to like Hillary Clinton, that's for sure. Joseph Yeager, this dentist, and then it has a terrifying duck with teeth. That says Greenpeace. Don't think he's a fan of Greenpeace. It's a tree person. Oh, they're holding a Christian cross in one hand, a Muslim moon in the other. I really don't know what he thinks. Congressman Jerry Moran looks like a clown. Here's a clown that just says clown. And here's a fireman. Droopy looking fireman right there. Round boy. He does seem rather round. Oh, here's the honey-haired enchantress. I've heard that term a few times out here. It says Neptune. That's a bomb with a face. Kimberly some sort of vulture. Julie is a big giant dragon. This is a pretty clear way to let people know how you feel about them. A lot of butts with faces. The butt theme seems to be reoccurring. There is, almost looks like an oven there. It says Auschwitz and Waco on it, along with some swastikas. There's be a couple different Nazi references. It says never again, question mark, Gestapo. I do believe, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he was against Nazis. Yeah, it says ATF, stormtroopers, final solution. So I guess it seems like maybe comparing the government to Nazis. There's a car that says Ted, it says Sinkin' Lincoln. I'm guessing that is a reference to the Ted Kennedy incident where a woman drowned in his car when they went off a bridge. It says elect Ted Kaczynski. I would seriously say no, don't elect Ted Kaczynski to anything. It's a friendly ghost and another judge. Judge Susan Korchner says she's a battle axe. Seems like he really hated judges. There's a toilet up there in that sculpture. It says Rush, President, 1996. I don't know, is that referring to Rush Limbaugh? Is he a Limbaugh fan? Next there's it says political carousel there, turning around. So the political art of MT Liggett. And wow, it is something. It is a view into the head of a man with some very strong opinions. Not exactly sure what those opinions are. I'm having a little trouble deciphering it. I think he's very angry at a lot of local politicians, local judges. He does not like Hillary Clinton. He does not like Teddy Kennedy. He does not like George W. Bush. I don't know what his opinions on Obama was. I didn't see anything Obama related here. He passed away in 2017. So nothing about Obama or Trump that I see here. A lot of it does seem equally as concerned with local politics. So maybe someone from this town, from this county, would walk down and know every single one of these people. But yeah, he sure let his opinion be known. And I think that's an important thing. That's an important part of being American, is being able to say your opinion. Doesn't matter what your opinion is. Doesn't matter if other people like it. But using his freedom of expression to put what he thinks about anyone and everyone out here. And like I said, the Kohler Foundation, who works to preserve some various folk art and whatnot, they're apparently turning this into a permanent art exhibit. They saw the building being built over there. Looks like they're gonna turn it into some sort of art center. And when I was in Lucas, Kansas, they had some of his artwork in their local folk art museum. So being preserved as a folk artist, I don't know if that was his intention. Maybe his intention was just to get his opinion out there. But definitely a skilled artist. The moving pieces of art I think are amazing. And the artwork, you know, the political artwork itself, I mean, the caricatures has a very distinct style to it. So, wow. We were out in the middle, kind of in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. Dodge City is about 30 minutes that way. But yeah, if you find yourself in Dodge City or the surrounding area, I would definitely recommend rolling down over here to Mullinsville and checking out a classic American, a very American folk artist, MT Liggett. If you like this video, I would consider checking out some other videos on my channel. Subscribe when new videos come out. I filmed many other folk artists, many other folk art environments across the United States. I've been to all 48 continental United States. I've also filmed roadside attractions, museums, amusement parks, haunted houses, and other fun stuff. If you would like to help support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month. Also, in the Etsy shop, selling some various different styles of enamel pins. Let this big semi go by, very loud. All that just helps keep this train on the tracks, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. All that information is in the description of this video. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.